It's me, Mario and the gang, you probably know my name, so we start.
What up guys, Sulfur2000 here. This video is different from the ones that I usually do. It's about Black History Month. Probably know Harriet Tubman for creating the Underground Railroad, helping herself and other slaves escape to freedom, and Martin Luther King creating movements to help blacks get the same rights as whites, them to be equal, and that everyone will have a great time and a great future. But we're not talking about any of those guys today, even though they're really important. I want to tell you who I admire. This guy is from the Tuskegee Airmen, the one you're looking at right now. If you don't know what the Tuskegee Airmen is, who the Tuskegee Airmen are, it's plural. They were a group of African Americans who came together and helped the U.S. out in World War II. They were aiding them. I mean, of course, since it was back then, like in the 40s, of course, blacks weren't treated with respect, and they didn't have the same rights as the whites have had. So yeah, he had to face like a lot of discrimination and shit. But here I have this whole article. This guy's name is Robert Ashby, or Robert Bob Ashby. This Tuskegee Airman right here is my great uncle. He married one of, I think it's because he married one of my grandma's, oh crap, grandma's sisters, I think it was. Well, not grandma's sisters, like grandma's aunts or something like that. But yeah, he's related to me. And I admire him. I'm going to read you this whole article on him and what he did throughout his life. Well, throughout his military life, mostly. He's currently in Arizona as of just resting. He's a veteran now, of course, because he fought in the war. Okay. Anyways, let's get started. Okay. Unlike a lot of Tuskegee Airmen pilots, Robert Bob Ashby did not grow up building airplane models and wishing he could fly. He was more concerned with getting around on the ground. I rode my bikes and took this bus or subway to get where I needed to go, he said. I think I only rode in a car once or twice in my growing up years. Eligible for the draft in World War II, he wisely figured out that pilots typically get to sleep in at least a tent at night, whereas infantrymen rarely had such luxury. Because he delivered the local black-oriented newspaper to earn money, he knew black men were being accepted for the military flight training program at Tuskegee. Tuskegee is in Alabama, Tuskegee, Alabama, which is what the name Tuskegee Airmen were named after. Tuskegee's named after. They were named after Tuskegee. Anyways, so he opted to try for the USAAC after high school graduation. In the meantime, he joined the USAAC Reserve Program. Sorry, it's interesting. Having graduated from high school in the spring of 1944, Bob was called to active duty in August. After receiving some college training and passing various tests, he was sent to Tuskegee, Alabama, in December for cadet training. He graduated as a bomber pilot post-war in November 1945 and was sent to Japan. Yes, Japan, home of anime. Assigned to a pilot replacement depot. Bob was twice ordered to report to a flight unit, and twice turned away because of his skin color. Remember, it's the 40s. You know how the 1940s were. No one was equal, except the whites. There was no integration, there was nothing like that. Serving 3 more years in Japan, he returned to the States in May 1949 to join up with the 332nd Fighter Squadron, where his flight status was restored. In July, the 332nd was disbanded due to the integration of the armed forces. After 3 years of moving from base to base, Bob was ordered to Korea, where he flew Douglas B-26s in combat. So he was involved in East Asia, as I'm looking right now. After more assignments, including a stint in England, Bob retired from the Air Force in July 1965 with the rank of Lieutenant Colonel. Now a civilian, there's a huge space right there. Bob knew he wanted to continue work in the aviation industry. He was hired by United as a flight ops instructor and made such an impression that he was chosen for the team that created this 747 flight training program for the airline. However, when the time came to fly the bird, even though he had 12 years of jet experience, he was furloughed under the last hired, first hired business rule because the airline had too many pilots. There he is. That's a picture of him when he first came out. When he was flying for the American Airlines. He sent out applications to other airlines and did follow-up, including actually stopping in at various airline company headquarters to check the status of his application. Eastern Airlines told him to his face that they felt he was too old and they were still reviewing his application. He didn't give up though. Never give up, guys. And one Saturday, stopped in at Frontier in Denver. To his surprise and delight, he was asked if he could start class on Monday. Beautiful. Like I said, this is a picture of him. I want to show you guys something after I read all of this. That class was groundbreaking for two reasons. Bob was the first Tuskegee Airman to be in training as a commercial pilot, and one of his classmates, Emily Howell, was the first woman in that position. Bob rose through the ranks at Frontier, attaining the rank of captain. He flew for Frontier until 1986 when he reached the mandatory retirement age of 60, the first black man to have done so. Yes, fun fact, he was the first Tuskegee Airman to fly in airlines. The first and only. Bob has been a supporter of the CAF Red Tail Squadron for many years. He said, "I met Don Hins when the squadron bought the P-51C Mustang to Prescott, Arizona. He gave me a ride in it. He was an outstanding individual. I saw the Mustang again in Houston last year and also experienced a rise above travel exhibit. I think the squadron, in a space stat, is doing a tremendous thing with their mission to go out and publicize the Tuskegee Airmen's role in American history." And if you don't know what CAF is, it says here, the CAF Red Tail Squadron is a volunteer-driven organization dedicated to educating audiences across the country about the history and legacy of the Tuskegee Airmen, America's first black military pilots and their support personnel. Learn more at www.redtail.org. Yup, this is all on him. Let me show you guys what I meant. Okay, guys, we're here. See this? They're probably wondering how I got this. Like I said, it was my great uncle. Actually, not my great uncle, great uncle. Says here, Captain Robert Ashby, Frontier Airlines. Robert Ashby was the only Tuskegee Airman to become a pilot for scheduled commercial airlines. He flew with Frontier Airlines from 1973 until he retired in 1986 as captain of a Boeing 737. 1986 private collection. So yeah, you see that hand, you'll be seeing in a bit who that is. And this is his medal. Outstanding combat record inspired revolutionary reform in the armed forces. This is his medal right here. Good look at it. It's kind of blurry, but you should be able to see the writing at least down there. And this person here is my great aunt, the brother of this amazing Tuskegee Airman. I haven't seen her in, oh boy, it's about to be 3 years now. And one day I did want to see my great uncle, just Robert Ashby. I would just love to see him again, just to love to see him, go all the way to Arizona and see him. Maybe one day he can talk about his experiences and everything. And this is when we were leaving. It's her waving goodbye to us. She's a strong lady. There's other pictures. But yeah. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I know it was a bit long. But I just thought it'd be cool for you guys to know about this. Celebrate Black History Month as well. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Probably gonna upload another video. There's a short video I wanted to show you. I wanted to show you guys. I wanted to upload. So I might do that. But anyways, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.